Long time no see, right? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can see, is going to be a get ready with me. I know that they're very 2018, very in the past, but I feel like there are a couple of updates that I want to give you guys, not just in my regular life, but also in my foundation routine. I haven't done a foundation routine video since like my third video on my channel, literally 2 years ago, yeah. So I feel like it's nice to give you guys an update around the same time that I posted that video, so you guys could get a sense of like where I'm at with my base routine. So, but also just like giving updates on my personal life, you know, just some things that I need to get off my chest, at least. If you want to have this chatty get ready with me and also learn all the new stuff that I'm doing for my face, then please keep on watching. So I guess as part of this get ready with me, I figured I'd just say that upstairs neighbor, he's fucking crazy right now, and I don't know what type of Lucky Charms he was eating today on this lovely St. Patrick's Day, but he's a freaking gremlin, so sorry about that. Also, if you love kids, I'm sorry for calling him a piece of shit, but he kind of is, and he's ruined me and Kevin's life. Not to be dramatic. I'm sorry for all the banging and loud crashes that you hear. We're gonna get right into my routine. So I already have my eyebrows done because ain't nobody trying to see all that. And I also have a video on my current brow routine actually on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. So I did that after I washed my face with the Rose Cream Cleanser from Pixi, and now I'm just going in with the Rose Tonic. I like to use the Rose products in the morning as like part of my daytime routine because they're a lot less severe on the skin than obviously like the glycolic acid type of stuff that I use in the evening, which helps to like exfoliate and stuff like that. I'm not really trying to exfoliate here. I'm just trying to help hydrate and bring a little bit of life to the skin. I ran out of makeup wipes, so it's been hard to take off my makeup because all I have is the Pixi oil based cleanser.
I forget what it's even called because I hate it so much.
But I ran out of my Clinique Take the Day Off balm a while ago, so that's what I use when I don't have a makeup wipe. Also that and the Bliss jelly cleanser. I've been using that, but it's like not best, most emollient thing in the world.
Yes, the cleansing balm, that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's been hard to take off all my makeup. Like I even washed my face last night and I washed my face this morning and I still have a little bit of makeup on my thing and it sucks so bad. And I'm doing like the 1 minute cleansing routine, like cleansing your face for a full 60 seconds and still been having problems. So I really need a makeup wipe ASAP. So next up, I used this in that same like little face video that I had on my Instagram where I was using the Target Beauty Box. My hair is just not, I want to put it up at the same time my hair has been up the last like 15 videos, so we're just gonna leave it down and deal with how weird it looks. But this is the Lumene Valo Light. This is their Glow Boost Essence. This has vitamin C and hyaluronic acid in it, and I've just been obsessed with this. It smells like orange juice or orange soda. It's just been such a nice serum slash essence to put on the skin. I just like the way that it makes my skin feel. It makes it really hydrated and bouncy and glowy. Really, a lot of my face routine involves just having like a good skincare moment, and then everything goes on top of it really nicely. And then when that's done, I put on the Rose Caviar essence. So I put this on as well. Crush the flower essence in my hands first, and then I push it into the skin and rub when necessary. Now I'm gonna go in with the H2O Skindrink from Pixi. You guys know how much I love Pixi. I use all their stuff. It's just always nice to add a little bit extra hydration boost to the skin. It's like a nice gel consistency too, so it's not going to be too thick on the skin either, which is really good if you consider the fact that sometimes foundation doesn't really react too well to really creamy bases underneath. I know that this is like a lot. You guys don't have to do this much stuff. I want to eventually get the vitamin enriched face base from Bobbi Brown because I used that, borrowed it from a friend while we were on a fishing little trip, Valentine's Day weekend. Kevin's cousin's wife, cousin-in-law, I guess you could call it, right? She let me borrow it for my makeup routine, and it was amazing. And it's literally all the stuff that I'm doing to my face in a jar. You know, it's just really creamy and buttery on the skin, and it just made my makeup look so good and last the whole day. Anyway, rambles. Next is my eye cream. Now this is the Clinique for Men anti-aging eye cream. Kevin was never going to use this. I got it in a box set for him like 2 years ago, and I still have so much left of this, so I just decided to grab it because he refuses to have skin
skincare routine.
However, I do want to do a video. I get my boyfriend a skincare routine video. I think that will be really funny. That will probably be later because I just have so many videos planned. Like, as you're watching this video, like, I have another video that I've been planning since Thursday for this coming Thursday. Like, I started it last Thursday when you saw my last video, and now I'm doing it for this Thursday. Like, I just have so much stuff that I want to share. I don't know, I just want to incorporate new stuff onto my channel. Which reminds me, you know, obviously there's been a lot of changes to my channel and I've seen a lot of positive growth from it. Gained so many subscribers, like, I'm just like floored. Like, every time I post a video, I gain a subscriber or two. And it's just been such an incredible experience, like, seeing people subscribe to my content that I thought was going to like end my YouTube career. Like, when I first announced that I was going to be making changes to my channel, I lost a couple of subscribers, which was unfortunate, but it was something that I had come to accept, that people didn't, you know, really particularly like the fact that I was going from makeup to like other things. But like, a lot of my videos have incorporated makeup, and that's what I don't get. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. There's like barely anything left in here, but I'd rather just use it to the very last drop. I don't really like primer anymore. Occasionally I'll do the NYX Angel Veil or the NYX Photo Loving Primer, but other than that, I don't like primers that much. I just feel like they're not really necessary because it just cancels out all of the shine that I have, and I want to look glowy at all times. So back to my channel real quick. Was like half expecting to lose subscribers and also half not, because like I didn't think that people had such a reaction to any of that. It also could just be that people were getting tired of me complaining a lot, but you know, I really found it necessary to make a change on my channel because like I just wasn't happy making videos anymore, and I also just wasn't happy like with the schedule that I had. It was all over the place, and because I was all over the place in my personal life, it really reflected my videos, and I wasn't putting as much effort into them. I was just watching back my Thanksgiving tutorial, and I realized that I had an entire clip of audio that was down to like 3% and you couldn't even hear it, and I just had that in my video and I didn't realize it. Like, I wasn't really being focused on like the editing part of it, and I wasn't taking the extra time and care over these videos. So I was just really like, come on Jess, you know, get it together. So for my base, I have been using the L'Oreal True Match in the shade W2, but for today I'm going to use the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation and the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and this is in the shade Nude Beige. This one is in the shade, it says Porcelain, but I don't know, it might be natural now because they changed like their shade names. So I guess I'll just use this as an opportunity, because I feel like, because this is a makeup video and it's also a get ready with me, that a lot of people who have recently stopped maybe watching my content as much, I want to know like if they're watching this video now because it's actually a makeup video, like how do you guys feel about me taking a little bit of a different turn with my channel? Like, are you enjoying it? Have you watched a couple of my videos? Have you watched 0 of them? Are you upset with the direction I'm going? Because even though I don't think I'm going to change the format that I have, I will try to see if I could at least create more content that's geared towards my original audience. I don't usually get a lot of comments on my videos, and if they do, they're pretty general. And anytime I like ask somebody a specific question in a video, usually nobody answers that question, which is fine. You don't have to at all. I at least want to put that opportunity out there in my videos to make sure that everybody has a voice on my channel, because I understand that, you know, what I'm doing now is kind of maybe off-putting because I'm doing new stuff. I'm doing stuff that isn't makeup based. I'm doing challenge videos and I'm putting a lot of effort into my videos, and my videos are a bit longer. Just see how that covers literally everything. This is the beauty blender, by the way, the OG, the pink one. But yeah, so I just want to hear from like the OG people, that how do you feel about the changes? I still feel really good about them, but like I said, I want to make sure that I'm still creating content for the people that originally subscribed to me. You know, I just want to do new stuff on my channel that drives in more of an audience, because like makeup YouTube has in a lot of ways gone down the toilet. Like Thomas Halbert was saying in a recent vlog, yeah, I know he's canceled, but I uncanceled him because he did nothing wrong. He recently said in a vlog, I still love makeup, but like makeup YouTube is just not it. I have to agree with him. Like, there's only so many times that you could review a product before it starts to get boring. And you know, there's just so many people that are like on top of the world when YouTube subscribers are concerned, and millions of followers on all social media platforms. There's only so much space for YouTubers that do makeup now, unfortunately, and that's why I've tried to incorporate kind of new stuff in my beauty routine and beauty stuff, I mean, for my videos, because I want to explore that and I want people to find something new in the makeup community for once that they can watch and not feel so harped down by. Like, I still watch a ton of makeup videos, don't get me wrong, but it's from the big people. It's from the people who have 3 million, 4 million, 5 million subscribers. Yeah, so it's not really like I'm watching new people, which is unfortunate. I probably should, but at the same time, it's like the people who do have smaller channels are pretty much just doing tutorials and skincare routines and all the basic stuff that I've seen before. Because you know what? We are small channels. We don't have access to a lot of cool stuff, but this doesn't mean we can't make cool content. So that's what I've been trying to do, is that even though I am limited in what I have, I could still do really cool stuff with my channel to drive in new people. And that's what has benefited me, as it turns out. I have gotten a lot of support, a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new followers, even like new page visits on my Instagram, and also new likes on my Facebook page, and new followers on Twitter. Like, I've just seen a lot of growth recently. And I know it seems like I'm blending my foundation like to death, but like, this is what you gotta do when you're in my position and you need like a strong saturated base that just blends into nothing and looks like your skin. And then I go in with cream contour. I don't know if I feel like I definitely mentioned this, but it's just been so long. I like to do cream contour before concealer because sometimes when I do cream contour, I get a little bit crazy and sometimes it could go all the way up to here. It's mostly on my cheeks that this happens. But yeah, so I like to do it first so that I could correct anything with concealer afterwards. So I'm just using the Fenty Beauty Matchstix in the shade Mocha. It's so weird to call like one thing a plural, even though it's not a plural, it's an X. And also, I like to go a little bit above my cheekbone and slightly below it. So I'll start where the actual cheekbone is and make that first line. And then I go a little bit up to create a gradient. And then I'll do like one swipe underneath that's a little bit longer. And so that we have that nice little cheek hug. Yeah, I'll do my nose today. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna just do it just cause. And I blend that out with a kabuki brush. This has been working out a lot better than blending it out with a sponge, which takes so long, or blending it out with the stippling brush, which spreads it out a little bit too much. This works really good to just put it in one place. It doesn't suck up the product and like moves it around too much, and still blends it out really nicely. So I've been liking this for that, and it's really subtle. I don't like it to be too harsh. I used to want it to be really noticeable like I do with my Tarte Clay Stick foundation, but I've just realized that it's better to keep things subtle. Plus we're putting powders on top of it, so it's good to have a nice light base that you could keep building off of. And so then I go in with a beauty blender to blend out my nose contour and a stippling brush to blend out this. I know I'm very high maintenance with my cream contour, it's just that it's so tricky to work with these things, I find. I don't care if it takes me like 50 different steps to do it. I just want everything to look seamless, you know? So to go off of everything, what type of small creators in the makeup community do you really like that you feel are doing like really different things with their makeup, or they're just their channels in general, like they're doing interesting stuff? Because that's what I want to watch. I want to be inspired by like doing new things and going outside of our comfort zone, because I feel like we're just such a niche group that we don't really explore things. There's just like these cool things that people are doing that I feel like aren't getting recognized, because once again the top people with millions of subscribers are kind of clouding up the arena, making it harder for smaller artists to get recognized, and I've certainly felt that to a certain extent too. So yeah, it's like, it's rough out there, but I want to be involved more in the makeup community on YouTube and get more interested in what people are doing. So if you have anybody, just let me know. Like, there's a reason why you guys keep on coming back to me, and I know it's not because you like me. Or maybe it is, but yeah, I just want to explore that a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer to conceal. I don't know, I just still like this better than the Fenty Beauty. However, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty in a bit to make it a little bit lighter in the inner corners, because I've just been not getting a lot of sleep lately, which you'll see why in Thursday's video. But this is more of just like a basic concealer. It's not really that highlighting. It's more of like a baseline, like correcting any mistakes, any issues that are going on. And then because the Fenty Beauty is so much lighter, I do that in like the inner corners just to brighten it up a bit. As you can see, I do cocktails, I do, you know, maybe a little bit more darkening on the sides to help balance everything out. I do a little bit like of a darker concealer instead of a bright concealer to balance everything out. And then I just mix and do cocktails with that too. You know, everything's kind of like all over the place. So don't feel like you have to like stick to one type of group. You could really get away with everything. We're making moves, you know? We're trying to create a nice blend of everything on the face. Really doesn't matter what you use, it's how you use it. So I want to address Instagram real quick and also like a post that I made. So I made a post asking people for like what products they hated in, or product launches I should say, that they hated in 2018. I since deleted that, and I also deleted it on all the other platforms that I shared it to because I didn't want to make that video anymore. That was before I had decided to make changes to my channel. So if you're curious about that, I'm not making that video anymore. It just would have taken way too much work, and the videos that I'm doing now, even though they do take a lot of effort, it's still like a lot more manageable than to go through an entire year of product launches to do that. So that's just something that I wanted to address briefly in case anybody was curious about it. One, it didn't seem like something that anybody really wanted to see, but also just would have been too much work and too much effort for me. I don't want to do something if it's not going to, one, do well, two, make me happy, and I don't think that a video like that would have made me happy. So also with my Instagram, I haven't really been active that much, and I apologize for that. I've just held my YouTube channel to a little bit higher of a priority than I hold my Instagram to, because I've just tried to be so consistent with my channel. It has affected my Instagram. I have to film a video because I have the schedule that I'm gonna focus way more on that. Just seems more productive to build up my YouTube presence because I do have such a strong Instagram presence right now. Now, because I did that whole video like seeing how much powder I need, I don't powder a lot, but I do take this e.l.f. small tapered brush instead of like my big gigantic brush that I was using for a while. I take this one and then I powder my RCMA powder like right underneath, because especially with the Fenty Beauty that creases a lot usually. So I just do a light setting, and I do in like a triangle shape. So I cover the pores and I go up here to the lines under my eye, and then I just set the powder there, and also like next to my nose because obviously I wear glasses a lot. It's important to set there a little bit more. I'm not trying to bake in that area like I used to do when I would do makeup and wear glasses. And I really don't powder much else anywhere else. Just like maybe a little bit into this crease and a little bit on my chin, because when I eat, makeup comes off, and then that's really it. Obviously, I want to have this wet so that I can put highlight on top of it and have it look more glowy. So yeah, I want to get more active on Instagram, but I just have been a little all over the place when it comes to makeup. Like I said, I'm not that involved in the community that much anymore, so I haven't been taking it too seriously to do crazy looks. I did have such a crazy series in mind that I wanted to do. It's just unfortunate that I still have been putting it off, that I don't even know if it's going to be relevant by the time I actually get around to it, or if I end up canning it, which I don't want to do because I just like feel so strongly about it. By the way, this is the e.l.f. angled blush brush, and I angle it this way. So yeah, I've just been like all over the place with my creativity because I drive more of my creativity through my YouTube now instead of taking photos. Yeah, I just have like a lot in mind when it comes to my Instagram, and I just like, it's like my YouTube channel. It's like I'm afraid to fail. I'm afraid to do something too crazy that people aren't going to literally like. I'm gonna go in with the Java contour from the powder contour kit from Anastasia, and then this hula brush. Okay, you really use any brush. I know I use this like almost to a comical level some points. It's just so nice to get like right under there and get right into the contour. So that's the deal with my Instagram, and now I feel like I need to get into the last point for this get ready with me, is that the job that I have been discussing and talking about on Twitter a lot, and also like I let you guys know I was on a job interview on Instagram in my Insta stories. So that job did not work out. It was for a communications assistant position. Didn't work out. My first interview with them did not really go that well. I felt like they just were confused by me, and that always makes me feel like immediately bad. I don't know, but I guess they just liked my personality, so they made me go on a second interview a week after the first one. So everything was just delayed, as you can imagine. And I also like was talking to one of Kevin's mom's friends who has a not-for-profit where she does like property listings, helps build websites, helps build stuff surrounding the area. It was going to be like a remote internship, so I was going to be able to do stuff online for her, and she was going to give me like $10 an hour for it, which isn't a lot, but as an internship where I'm just learning, it was a good opportunity. But she still hasn't gotten back to me, and it's been almost a month now, so that sucks. So that wasn't working out, and then was delaying enjoying doing this interview. Like, I wasn't, but they were. It was like on a weekly basis because they were interviewing so many different people. But I went in for this second interview and I did a writing sample and everything like that, and I thought it went a lot better than the first one. But they said that they liked me to my recruiter. This is where the recruiter thing also comes in, because after I was rejected, when I originally was approached by this recruiter, she said that she wanted to hire me for, or at least see me to discuss an internal position as like a human resources assistant. And then when she met me and we came in for an interview with her, she was like, oh, I see that you're more of like a writer, so I have this position for Department of Commerce. So that's how that got involved. So this recruiter had me so focused on that when all this was going down and there was just so much like going on with delaying everything because it was taking weeks to do this, by the time that I got rejected, she said that the position for the human resources assistant was taken. So that was really depressing. Pretty much just got 2 rejections in one, essentially. One was out of my control, and then the other one I had wasted so much time on, it felt like, that it was just like pointless to me. I was like, why did I come in for 2 interviews over a 2-week period, wait another week to just get a rejection? It just was awful. And obviously people have to do what they have to do. This is the Rose Glow Mist, just setting my face before highlight. So that's been really depressing because I was going over in my head, like, I was just like so prepared to like start my career, as it were. This was a temp to hire position, so I wasn't going to be there forever, which is like also perfect because it's like, if I don't like it, then I'm out of here in 6 months. So it was just unfortunate the way it worked out, but I was just more pissed off that I had wasted so much time at this place doing interviews that I missed my opportunity to get this human resources position. Like, it's not exactly what I want to do, but at least the hours would have been more consistent. Monday through Friday, I wouldn't have to come in on weekends. But for the communications job, it was a little bit different. They said that I would have to, oh, by the way, I'm using the Amrezy highlighter. Basic, but also like not basic, because it's the best highlighter ever. But anyway, so I knew that the communications position was going to require a lot of work, a lot of effort. It would require me to stay weekends sometimes. It would require me to work late, way into the night even, to work way into the morning. So the more that I was doing interviews with them or talking with them or discussing things with them, and I was like getting a little bit less interested in the job. Not because I'm not willing to do those things, but like, it's already something that I'm doing with Target. I'm working on weekends, I'm working late nights, and I'll work late nights and then sometimes have to go in really early the next day. And so these are things that I was already doing, and the reason why I'm trying to get out of it is because I want to not do that anymore. And I don't care if it's like something that I really like, it's still something that is not, you know, what I want to do personally. So in a lot of ways, I'm like upset that this happened, but at the same time, it was a great learning experience to see like what I need for myself. And I don't know, I just feel more so guilty that I feel like I let people down. Like, I let Kevin down. I told my family all about this because they were very excited for me because they knew how much this had been stressing me out to get a job like this. And they were like, okay, well, if one doesn't work out, then you could get the other one. And now I have 0. I have neither of those. And then when my recruiter told me this, she was like, we'll let you know if anything opens up because we're growing, we're expanding. I'm like, yeah, cool. She said that would happen maybe in like a month. And I'm like, I don't have a month, you know what I mean? And even though I'm all set up with this recruiting place, I'm either going to be working at Target, still applying to places, or I'm going to have a new job now. And yeah, so that didn't work out. I was really depressed about it. I was crying a lot. I just felt like I had failed again. And I know that this sounds stupid, but I just was reading a lot of horoscopes, and I started to discover that this possibly wasn't supposed to happen. All these horoscopes in the Mercury retrograde period, which we're in right now, have warned us about, you know, accepting offers too soon. So I just decided that it was probably better off that I didn't do that. So that's where I'm at. But the future is going to be better for me, and I know that for a fact. So we're just going to keep on trucking and keep on moving, and we'll get there. All right, my battery is about to die, and I don't have the other one charged. So I'm just going to wrap this up. All the products that I use will be listed in the description box below. Any questions that I asked in this video, please answer them down below. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this routine and had a little bit of an update. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Love to have you a part of the family. All my social media would be at the end of the video, and yes, I will see you guys in the next one, I hope. Bye.